All right, Shalom. First and foremost, all praises and glories unto Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Harakach Wadash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone. Greetings, salutations, and blessings unto the elect. Shalom unto you. All right, I'm your brother Shaquat from the Las Vegas Church. Just going to do a brief lesson here. And basically, this lesson, I don't want to get too deep about it, but I mean, it speaks for itself, if you will. Okay, it speaks for itself, and this was something, that came out a few days ago, and a lot of you people still don't realize what life is going to look like in the very near future. Okay, from food shortages to pestilence. Okay, health issues. Okay, and I don't mean just, you got your knee messed up. I'm not talking like that. I'm saying they've pushed the JAB within you people, and there's a consequence for that. Meaning there's something that's going to come to pass as far as your physical health with that. But that's beside the point. The point is actually the way of life that they're creating. With food shortages and economic downturn and collapses on the rise, life is going to look very different in the very near future. Okay, they're setting up an image or a way of life for you to live where they have complete control, and they're going to control you by technology. This here in Shanghai is no different. This headline from Summit.news said robot dogs with loudspeakers enforce Shanghai lockdown. China still pursuing disastrous zero policy. Okay. Shanghai authorities, are relying on robot dogs with loudspeakers strapped to their backs to enforce the latest round of lockdowns. Okay. So I'm gonna let you see that. See if I can zoom. No, can't zoom. All right. So lockdown, what does that mean? That's pretty much martial law. I said a video out of the city shows a robot dog scuttling down a residential street, barking out orders and reminding people to stay inside their homes. The streets of the city, which has a population of over 26 million, are completely deserted. Okay, there's nobody out in the streets. We'll hit the continue reading. We can watch it real quick, and then I'll hit a precepts. Bear with me. All right.
体温，请消毒，少聚众，请通风，科学防疫，文明随行。戴口罩，勤洗手，测体温。
You see? Now, I don't speak Mandarin or Cantonese, but I could imagine what it's talking about. Okay, it says robots dogs have been used throughout Asia. And we saw one of these, what was it, Brooklyn or somewhere like that? Where they was enforcing it in Brooklyn. Okay? Having people to bringing a suspect out of the building. Okay, this is the lifestyle and the life that we're coming into. You people aren't prepared for this, man. You know what that thing's gonna do if you try to run from it? I mean, maybe not this one. They even showed these that you can attach pretty much anything. They can attach a gun, a machine gun onto the back that's automated. By now they got lasers and all this other stuff, okay? So what are you people gonna do? And we're gonna call on Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, okay? But this was all prophesied that this would go down. And we see robot dogs have been used throughout Asian countries during the pandemic to enforce lockdown measures and social distancing. A video cut out of South Korea showed a robot dog made by U.S.-based Boston Dynamics. We've been talking about that, fitted with the surveillance camera monitoring how busy Bishan Ang Mo Kyle Park was. Okay, I don't forgive my accent with that. It says it also carries a loudspeaker to broadcast social distancing messages. Okay, one of the creepiest things and most dystopian things I've seen since the pandemic began. A terrifying camera-equipped remote control robot patrol Bashan. Okay, that park in Singapore. 2, for now, warn about social distancing. Let's watch that one. And we've seen this type of scenario of the control of it in movies like iRobot, or even RoboCop, or even Short Circuit for you family movie watchers. Okay, the message was still the same, but there won't be that rogue Johnny Five type robot or Murphy from RoboCop that has that human emotion that's gonna side with the people. Okay, these are computer-based AI systems put into these robots, and they're going to enforce what the directives are. Okay, they're not going to have pity, or like the Terminator even, right? Which is you're not going to feel pity or pain or remorse, and it absolutely will not stop. Okay, you know where that's going. So from there, let's just hit a couple precepts and close out. You can go to this yourself and take a look at it, but let's go to second address. Matter of fact, before we go there, let's go to Revelation 13. I always like to read this one. 15 is a good one. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. Okay, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So if you ain't conducting business as the government or the ruling class, if you will, pushes toward this NWO, hey, then what are they gonna do? They're gonna execute you, man. They're gonna whether they excommunicate you, starve you out because you don't have the implant. You know, you can't buy food, you can't work, you can't earn a living. Okay, these things are gonna matter in the near future. Why do you think there's food shortages? Why do you think there's all these qualifications that they're forcing you into now indirectly at this point? Okay, to have to do to be assimilated into this image or this lifestyle, way of life. Okay, they just, oh, this is my lifestyle. This is the way that you're going to be able to live. Movies like Demolition Man, the ones that didn't want to be within that image or that system, they had to live underground. And they scrounged for food left and right. Okay? This is no different than the future that we're coming into. Okay? I'll read verse 16, which is the point. It says in 17, says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Now, how are they going to be able to police this whole system? Well, they police it by having robots. Start with robot dogs. Okay? That's how they're going to police it. All right? Cameras, scanners, certain doors that lock, and if you don't have access granted within your implant, hey, you can't get through that door. All right? This is the lifestyle we're coming into, and they're gonna lock you down like they did before to force you to live this way. Let me go to second address. I want the 15th chapter on the 14th verse. It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword in their destruction draweth not, a killing instrument. Okay? They're going to have all types of ways that you're going to be able to be killed, man, in the near future. It says, and one people shall stand up to fight against another with swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, a perfect reason to elicit martial law and to enforce with these type of measures. Because hey, that police sergeant or whoever or that troop would, he can look at you and be like, well, I know he goes to my church, let me not, or we shop at the same grocery store, or that's my neighbor. Let me let him pass. Well, these robots aren't going to let people pass if you don't have the proper credential, if you will. Okay, they shall not regard the kings nor princes. Positions in the earth ain't going to matter, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. And here's the point here: a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Okay, when they're lined up on certain streets, you can't go that way. And you think they haven't built these streets? Maybe some of the older cities in the world, but some of these newer cities, they literally build them like labyrinths and mazes. Okay, so once they cut off a certain access point, you can't get into the rest of the city or out of the rest of the city. Okay, without going over a mountain or through a river or something crazy. Okay, that everybody doesn't have it. And then you think they're not going to police those areas? Okay, they're going to lock it all down and force you to submit. It says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, for because of their pride the cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Okay, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods and take what they got, man, whether food, equipment, whatever, right? Because of the lack of bread, because they ain't got food to eat, particularly comfort food, and for great tribulation, to get themselves out of trouble, man. This is what's going on. This is what we're coming to. Okay? All right? I'll go to one right over here and to the end, and I'll close with this one. Yep. 2nd Ezra chapter 16 verse 67. Behold, the Most High himself is the judge. Fear him. Leave off from your sins and forget your iniquities, to meddle no more with them forever. Okay? This is why, so to speak, the men of the Lord are petitioning the elect to wake up. Okay? So that there will be that remnant that will be saved. But the 2/3 are going to die, man, regardless. And a lot of you other people as well just aren't going to make it. All right? Whether you like it, know it or not, believe it or not, that's what the prophecy says, and it's yet to be wrong. Okay? It says, so shall the Most High lead you forth and deliver you from all trouble. Okay? My servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. My servants shall drink, and you shall be thirsty. You shall be, my servants shall have gladness of heart, but you will have sorrow. All these things, man, to consider. All right? This is the time we're coming into, but this is how they're going to police this new system. Okay, with robots, technology. All right, so Lord willing, this was edifying, giving all praises and glories unto Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakhakodash, that belongs to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone. Greetings, salutations, and blessings unto the elect. To the next one, Shalom.